Hello, eighth graders. So I showed you a couple of the soft boiled and the hard boiled. I'm going to show you a few more recipes that are included in the recipe that I sent you in Google Classroom. First thing I'm going to start out with is an omelet. So I have my eggs here and I'm whisking them up. And one of the classic things that I find with people when they make eggs is they forget to season them properly before they cook them. All right, so things like hard-boiled and soft-boiled, you can't really season them while they're cooking because they're still in the shell, and poached also. But scrambled, fried, those all you can season them before you actually put them in the pan. Now I'm going to be cooking with butter. If you don't have butter, you can use olive oil, you can use vegetable oil. Any of those are perfectly fine. So I'm going to walk over here. I have this omelet pan here. All right, I can feel the heat coming off. You definitely want to feel some of the heat coming off. I'm going to put my butter in there. I'm going to move my butter around. And then I'm going to add my egg mixture. So that's the egg, the salt, and the pepper. Now, when you're first cooking, I just kind of break it up a little bit as it's starting. And then once it starts to cook, I just let it be. Okay, because remember, it's an omelet, so we're going to want to let it cook for a little bit. I have it at about a medium heat. Okay, now what you're going to see here is water. So we're going to be poaching an egg in this pan, and whenever you poach an egg, you want to bring the water to a boil first, and then you want to drop it back to a simmer. So I'm not actually at a boil yet, so I'm going to let that go a little bit longer. My omelet's still cooking here, so while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about our scrambled egg, okay? So I have another pan heating up here in the back. I have it on about medium-low. So I'm going to take my egg for scrambled, and again, I'm just going to mix it up. And I'm just doing one egg here. I don't want to waste eggs, although I am making breakfast for dinner tonight, by the way. And then I'm going to sprinkle that with a little salt, a little bit of pepper, and again, I am going to use butter for my scrambled egg. And I'm going to let that melt. Now, the recipe calls, I think, for a teaspoon of butter. I'm using a little bit more because I love butter, and butter makes everything better. So while that's melting, I'm going to go back, I'm going to look at my omelet. I can see that is just about done. Now, one of the tricks that I have is if it still feels like there's a lot of liquid in there, I just lift up one of the edges, let the uncooked liquid fall underneath. Okay, and at this stage, I would add my cheese. All right, and again, one of the things with eggs that I find is that a lot of people overcook their eggs. So even when it looks like it's not quite done yet, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my cheese and let my cheese melt. Now this is if you wanted to put any peppers or onions or anything like that in there, you could. So I'm gonna let that melt for a second, and then while that's melting, I'm gonna go ahead and add my egg right over here for scrambled, okay? So with scrambled, we're gonna go low and slow. All right, we wanna just barely move it around, all right? Just like that. Now for my omelet, I'm gonna turn the heat off. I'm going to gently fold that little guy over, and then I'm going to slide it onto a plate. I'm going to use my oven mitt. Ah! Broke my heart. So that's your omelet. All right. I'm going to set that right over there. Now if we're going to go back here, we're going to look at our scrambled. Okay, so scrambled, remember, we want to go low and slow. All right, you just want to stir that a little bit. I'm going to get that last little piece of egg out there. Add that to that one. Maren, can you turn that timer off for me? Okay, so again, a lot of people tend to overcook their eggs. what I usually recommend is even when they look like they're not quite done, take them off the heat. Proteins have something called carryover cooking. Okay, so even when you take them off the heat, they will continue to cook. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this guy off here. And I'm gonna put it onto my plate. All right, there's my scrambled egg. All right, and then my water is boiling now, as you can see from my poached. I'm gonna reduce that heat for my poached. And I have my egg in a handy dandy cup. And I have my slotted spoon right here. Now for my egg, I'm actually going to make a nice little whirlpool like this. All right, what that's gonna do, it's gonna allow that egg to cook gently and have the white go all around it. So I'm gonna take this and this little guy is gonna cook for just a minute. While that's cooking, I'm gonna talk to you guys about my fried egg. All right, so with the fried egg, again, I'm gonna use just a little bit of butter. I'm just gonna use that same pan that I just used. Now, fried egg is gonna be a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit hotter. All right, and I have it already cracked right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Just like that. All right, so I'm gonna get my pan nice and hot. Move all that butter around. And again, don't feel like you have to use as much butter. Mrs. Priest just really likes her butter. All right, so I'm gonna slide my egg. And I'm not cracking this right in from the eggshell, right? I have this in a separate container. I'm gonna slide this little guy in. And I'm gonna let him start cooking. All right, now you've probably heard of sunny side up. You've probably heard of over easy, over medium. So there's a lot of different ways to get to this place, all right? So obviously, this is what we call coagulation, all right? So anytime you take that runny egg and it starts to firm up, the proteins are gonna coagulate. This is the white that's coagulating, but you saw with the scrambled and the omelet, that coagulates too. That means it's firming up. The proteins are getting cooked and they're firming up. So if I was gonna do an over easy egg, if I was gonna do a sunny side up egg, I would just put a lid on and let this keep cooking, okay? But I'm gonna do an over easy egg and I'm gonna flip that in just a minute. But let's take a look at our poached egg, all right? Poached eggs right here. This is perfect. I'm gonna make a little space on my plate here for my poached egg. Now, poached eggs is what you would get with like Eggs Benedict, something like that. All right, so this is my pretty little poached egg. All right, I'm gonna let all that water drain off. Slide that onto my plate. And as always, you wanna make sure you season it. A little salt, a little bit of pepper. Now you can see, remember how when I put those eggs on the plate, how shiny and raw looking they were? That carryover cooking, it's continued cooking, okay? Now, let's go to the last one. This is the last little guy in here, finishing up our fried egg. So if you do not like a runny yolk, you could just pop the yolk, okay? And then it wouldn't be runny anymore and you could finish it like that. But if you wanna have what we call an over easy egg, you need to flip it over without actually cracking the yolk. Now, I can't tell you that I've never screwed this up before and not been able to do it. But if the egg is fighting you, okay, like this little guy is fighting me a little bit, make sure you have all the sides loosened up, okay? Get in there. You wanna make sure this white is pretty much done and cooked before you try to flip it. Now, whenever I'm using a pan like this, I always have an oven mitt, and I actually recommend a non-stick pan. If you don't have a non-stick pan, get a really well-seasoned cast iron pan or something. I'm gonna take my spatula, I'm gonna slide it underneath, I'm gonna gently slide it over. All right, and then this guy's gonna cook for just a little bit until it's done. Now, I'm gonna pop this to show you what that would look like. So this is the Over Easy. But I'm gonna pop this and let it cook all the way because I'm gonna feed my family, and I have 2 people in my house that don't like runny yolks. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy. Good luck. Send me lots of pictures. Have fun.